All right. Don't mind me just doing some behind the scenes setup. Oh, we still got 5 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay, everything is looking good. Pardon my overabundance of caution with streaming. I've had really bad experiences in the past. No, I won't be playing as T3, but I will be playing as a droid, thanks to Tactician Amelia, who is a modder in the KOTOR community. I've been able to have my game modded so that the main character of KOTOR is a droid. By using the KOTOR save editor, I'm able to change my appearance and my stats and class to be a droid, but it's through Tactician Amelia's specific autosave modding that I'm able to change the race of the main character from a human into a droid, use droid inventory, use droid parts, that sort of thing. You'll see when I load into the game in just a second. I can even change my profile as well. That's HK47. Doesn't exactly look like the model I'm using, but it's fine. It's whatever. I did stream yesterday. That was a test stream. That was just put in my unlisted area on my channel. This stream, however, is going to stay up. I will have that in my live section. And you know, believe it or not, I'm into Knights of the Old Republic, but I'm not in the age demographic of when the game came out. I was born in 2001. I got into Knights of the Old Republic through the App Store, back when it was released on like the iPad, iPods. I'm only 23 years old. I've been into Star Wars my entire life, don't get me wrong, but I was not young when the prequels were first coming out. I was just a baby. Yeah, 23 is not young anymore. That's man territory. Firing a starship cannon. I mean, Obi-Wan was able to ignore starship fire. He was able to come out of that just fine. Until 26, yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. Honestly. Yes, I will be getting into KOTOR 2. Likely I'll hold a vote after this video, or maybe after my next video. And KOTOR 2 will be on that vote. I've got a feeling everyone's gonna want me to move on to KOTOR 2 after all my KOTOR 1 videos. I do want to continue making KOTOR 1 stuff because I can run that well dry. I can do every little thing I want to, and then I'll still have the sequel game to go to afterward. Unlike these people who are like running Baldur's Gate or Cyberpunk, they have to stick to that one game forever. Me, I've got sequels, I've got options. Bit of an underappreciated game, like someone mentioned, but the variety and the potential of the remake all pretty awesome. So from a purely clinical YouTube perspective, I'm in a pretty good spot here. But long story short, tangent aside, yes, I will get to KOTOR 2 eventually. I'll see you around, Tim. Obi-Wan is the tank of the party. That's totally true. Like, even in Battlefront 2, he's like the tankiest guy in the game. You just can't get into him. Can't break his defense. He's the master. Yeah, it is crazy that KOTOR 2 was rushed so much. Obsidian has the worst track record of being presented amazing IPs, taking them to greater heights writing-wise, mechanic-wise too sometimes, and then the original publisher, the original rights holder or whatever, they only give them a year. They give them a low amount of time, they screw them over in the end. Poor Obsidian, man. They make masterpieces left and right and they never get appreciated for it by the people they're working for. Game was rigged from the start. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, well, it is time now, so I'm going to load up the save. And as you all can see, I am a clanker. Right here. Got the droid inventory. Funny player model. Got the droid class. And droid feats, too. This one and this one. So yeah, we're in this. This run is real and it's happening. Let's get to work, fellas. I should probably turn down the sound effects a little bit. There we go. Anakin's the DPS, absolutely. Qui-Gon was like the domain of knowledge cleric, pretty much. Not that crazy in a fight, but he was more connected to the Force than anybody.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You could reprop, or you could use computer spikes.
See, I don't understand why all my save files are getting messed up. Karth is always, for some reason, looking away from me now. I like to say that my copy of KOTOR is personalized because something weird happens every time I play it. I mean, last run, you guys saw Karth just staring at a wall. Now he's just tilted in the wrong direction. I mean, it's something small, but it's so silly that you just can't help but notice it. Yes, this droid will not become a Jedi. Only droid class. Combat droid level 20 throughout the game. No lightsabers, no force powers. I will only be using rifles. I've never tried the rifle class this much in this game, so I'm gonna give it a go, see how good they are. I'm expecting it to be okay. Maybe with the weapons from Subam Tam, it'll be good, but we'll see about that. Also, I am going to be allowing myself to use droids that I find in the world. It is okay if I use these repaired droids to do things, because, of course, they are droids. I'm also going to allow myself to use T3 and HK-47 if I really need them. I don't think I will, but they're there if I need them.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Yes, combat droid will get class 3 at level 13, I think. Either level 12 or 12 or 13. That'll let me have all the buffed up parts.
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left in the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for...
Let me just reach out one sec. Yes, melee is turned off. I will not have melee. It's not even a feat I have. I made sure to remove it at the start of the game. Can only use guns. Believe it or not, you can use like a melee animation with this player model in specific. Instead of the model whipping out the sword or the lightsaber, it'll do a gun butt. Like it'll do a little pistol whip with a rifle. It'll make the sound of a lightsaber or a sword, but it'll have that animation instead. And yes, grenades do work, thankfully, so if I'm losing, I can always just whip those out. Now, who wants to see something hilarious here? So as you can see, and as is obvious by now, I'm not the main character. I'm not any one of the selectable main character models. That means all the cutscenes are going to be different. Like this. Our droid fella is taking a little nap. Face down. On his cot. So he's pushing himself out of bed now, and he has dislocated his entire spine.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Small caveat as well with the cutscenes, your character kind of disappears. Gone. It's going to be a little difficult to edit this in post, so I'm probably going to have to just do a little trick here. I'm just going to skip this cutscene, or skip this dialogue.
But
I will reappear once I load into a new area, so all is well. I'm just going to have to do this fight outside here and go back into the building so I can talk to Karth again.
Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall. What's
You know,
this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
I don't think I'm one of these humans you're describing, buddy. It's a shame to have to fight my fellow clankers, but if you're taking orders from a Sith, that ain't alright, buddy. See, and this guy called me a human too. I have a feeling this is going to be a trend. Everyone's going to assume I'm a person. I'm a meat bag. Nah. Nah, it couldn't be me. Let's go back to the apartment and ditch Karth.
yes, what's on your mind?
Yo, lovable Poner. Good to see you, bro. You know, that would actually be kind of a crazy plot twist. Like, instead of the main character being gaslit by the Jedi Council into thinking he's somebody else and not Revan, this is a droid who's been gaslit into thinking he's a human. Kind of like Chris from Fallout New Vegas. Even the other way around, a human who's been gaslit into thinking he's a droid. That would honestly be kind of funny. I may just have to add that to my writing. I may just have to do that. I was thinking this would just be a droid who's been programmed to take out Sith, because that's what he does. But if he's a droid that thinks he's a person, that's actually kind of hilarious. I'll really consider that.
Me? But with my whole...
Alright, one more shot here. Just so I can use it in editing.
I'm just... I know that. I'm...
You know what would be hilarious? I have got to know, when we eventually get to the Revan revelation cutscene, if Revan takes off his mask and the droid head is underneath. Oh my god. That would be amazing. It's more likely that it's going to absolutely brick my game, but I'm excited to find out what happens. Yes, I have been considering what I'm going to have to do with Malik. His boss fight's going to be difficult because it'll be just like my Grug video. I'll have to beat him 8 or 9 times. I won't be able to stop him from healing. And of course, I don't have a lightsaber, don't have force powers, don't even have melee weapons, which are like really good even without force powers, as Grug demonstrated. So I'm gonna have to fight Malik with a gun while he's able to move and deflect my shots. It's gonna be rough. I'm probably going to have to use like carbonite projectors a lot. Mines, yeah, I guess. Worst case scenario, I'll just use grenades. But mines too. We'll see what happens. It'll be live, so we'll figure it out together. Can I use droid shock? Probably can't. That's a good question, though. The wiki for the game suggests that that shouldn't be possible. It should only be force powers that work, but hey, maybe there's a little bug going on that I don't know about.
Who are you? What are you...
Ah, I just remembered. I don't exactly have persuasion this run. So there's going to be a lot of quests that I'm going to just, like, not be good at.
Just one of... No, I don't...
I'm going to have to get mean with people.
No. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right...
Holy timing.
When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in
A
front of his
successful
friends.
persuade
Holden,
as
I
someone
couldn't touch
subscribed
them.
and the
He went
Riz
to
sound
put out a
effect.
bounty on my head for
That's
what I did.
that's
why
beautiful.
I'm hiding out here.
Somebody clip that. And just as a reminder, this character has no persuasion. No persuasion to speak of. That's crazy. And yes, it is pretty funny that I can just hold everyone in this game at gunpoint during dialogue, like, please speak to me. I'm a human, just like you. I want to have a conversation. I want to converse nicely and civilly, as it were, like the good person that I am. What is going on here? Alright, buddy. Oh, come on, not again. So, little caveat. This model is a bit bigger than the human model. So, there are going to be situations like this where I'm just borked by geometry and pathing. But, like most things, it can be solved with brute force and violence. No, that one. Yes. This is going to be some riveting gameplay. Hold on to your seats, fellas. Yes, R3, V4N. That's him. This is our guy right here. Look at him go. I can lockpick doors. There's no animation for it. You kind of just stand in front of the door and it unlocks itself. But it seems like this door in particular is probably blocked by this sign right here. And the height. Oh, never mind. That worked. I guess if you just position yourself by firing, your character will lock in place and not bounce off of it. Good to know, dude. You know, it's funny because typically the die rolls in this game are not that big of a deal. For security rolls, every door has a DC of like 15 or something, and you roll a d20, right? When you're not in combat, every die roll for security is an automatic 20 because they respect the player's time. They don't want people rolling a door over and over because that would suck. In combat, that's a different thing. You have to roll the die, and that makes sense because obviously you're a little busy, a little preoccupied, you know. Having a perfect chance to open a door while you're fighting doesn't make sense. But yeah, apart from that, KOTOR is pretty good about dice rolls. Not about bashing, though. So if you want to break open a thing by yourself and not have a security skill, you have to commit to however long it takes to bash the thing open. That's the trade-off. In KOTOR 2, the trade-off is that some of the items that you get in the box will break if you bash the container open, which is like a little added thing. But I don't really think that was necessary. We were already sitting around for 2 minutes waiting for a door to be shot down. But, you know, whatever works, right?
Hello there. You look this.
I don't think there's anything this person can sell me. Yeah, we're gonna be looking for the droid vendor soon, but for now I'm just gonna do some quests over at the tavern, the cantina. Lots of the questing I do in videos is off-screen, not included, because every video would be a million minutes long if I included it. Okay, so with Sarna, we actually want to fail her dialogue, because I want to go fight the Sith people in the other apartment.
Save the sympathetic.
There we go. Alright. We'll see how this works. Okay, actually, let me test something out.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk, surely.
So, this guy, this NPC right here, has a quest if you're a female Revan. I actually ticked off my gender to none since I am literally a robot. That's a thing you can edit in KOTOR Save Editor. I was curious if he would give me the quest. And he does not. Interesting.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
She thinks I'm one of those help clankers. She doesn't notice the 40 gauge blaster rifle pointed directly at her. This is a disrespect that I cannot take lightly. For all droid kind, I think. However, a droid can participate in the dueling ring. That's completely okay.
Now we'll have to watch the they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Oh, the scuba suit and the space suit. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I'm curious. There's lots of things we have to see. Aimbot, yeah, basically. Deadeye Duncan! Rah! The strongest. The mysterious clanker. This guy gets it. That's the pun I'm gonna use.
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. Well,
If only Duncan would win. If there was like a 1 in 1,000 chance that Duncan wins in a cutscene, I would reload farm all day on stream to get that to happen. That'd be amazing. I gotta save just in case Duncan, you know, puts the herd on me. Can't be too careful. I was actually talking about a Duncan run last night. Somebody gave me his stat package, his stat line. It's as abysmal as you would think. Level 1, 8 dexterity, 10 strength, 10 con, every other stat at baseline or less. I think it'd be a funny joke run. Like, he starts at level 0, but he gets stronger and stronger as time goes on. Level 20 Duncan, absolutely shredding Malik. It wouldn't be all too dissimilar from just like a guns-only run, but it would just be more funny. It would be more of a joke. I would be more of a bit to write around. So I think it'd be fun. The mysterious clanker is born.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes.
I think a Duncan run would still be interesting because you start with a lot of stat points as a normal character. Meanwhile, Duncan starts with baseline and negative baseline at level 1. So it would still be a climb to get stats, any kind of decent stats at all. But yeah, apart from that, it would be a pretty normal run. I also want to do a Trask run eventually, because that would be really cool. Malik and Deadeye Duncan served together. That's lore right there. Why didn't SWTOR give us lore like that? We were absolutely scammed out of peak. I will allow myself to use T3 and HK if I need them. If I do not need them, I will be solo most of the run. Also gonna turn down the voiceovers a little bit more. Sound effects. Okay, there we go. Now, a Trask run I can do a lot of silly things with. I was saying last night in my stream that is now unlisted, I could probably switch out the real Trask's player model with one of the models for a main character, like Avner's player model, that mullet man, and have it be so it's like an opposite day. Avner was the one who woke Trask up, and Trask was the one who survived. He became the hero. That'd be funny. No way Kreia talked about Duncan, bro. I'm gonna need a screenshot. I'm gonna need proof of that one. That'd be a great bit to do in a KOTOR 2 video, don't get me wrong. Like, Kreia outlines the perfect man, so separated from the Force that they're just completely free of it, and she just describes Deadeye Duncan. She's kind of like describing Toji from JJK, but it's Duncan. Alright, I thought rifles were going to be kind of bad, but in the early game, they really got a lot of damage up front. And they don't even require two-handed. You know, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, that's interesting. My dex mod isn't being added to my damage. I think it usually does. Or maybe I'm just getting crits. Because, you know, there is a higher critical threat with rifles as well. You know, early game rifles, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So in tune with the Force that he actually dropped it. He was invisible to it. Yeah, exactly. He's the ideal life form to Kreia. Yeah, I think you're right with the Dex mod. I don't think it actually adds to damage, but yeah, that's my bad. I was thinking about finesse for lightsabers and melee weapons.
Says you missed your last payment.
That is my bad. Also, another thing about this run, morality doesn't matter at all. I can kind of just make whatever decisions I want. Obviously, there's no reason to have force buffs from max light side or max dark side, so I can kind of just be me. So to speak. I don't have to give away all my money in the early game. Yeah, bro, Crab Droid is my guy. I love him. He's made many a run easier. Why doesn't Karth look at me anymore? I think he's done with my shit, honestly. He's sick of being benched for the entire game, every game. I think he's become self-aware and he understands that I am avoiding him now. See, another thing. There's no reason for me to give away the Rakghoul cure, because I can't use health items. It would be better for me to get the money out of it. So another little example there of morality not mattering in this run.
What are you doing?
I say as I get light side points because I can't help myself. Would you rather have Karth not talk to you, or Bastila constantly nag you? I mean, I am totally chill with Karth ignoring me, bro. Like, I've done his companion quest. I know what it entails. I don't need to hear him again. Though at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily be bad. I wouldn't be mad if Bastila nagged me forever. Because despite what my videos say about her, like how I characterize her as a nag, I still like her as a character. See, we're gonna have to do this again. There we go. Fuck. Yeah, a little trick there. You can lock your character model in place by doing an attack action, then go for the pick lock. It's little useless trivia like this that I enjoy picking up in my KOTOR runs. Like how to bait NPCs, how to properly shoot at doors and pick them when your player model's too big. Useless KOTOR trivia for $1 million, Alex.
Just move along.
What mod is this? Currently, the mod is not public release for the droid inventory. However, KOTOR save editor can do everything else. KOTOR save editor will change your appearance, your class, your stats, your feats. That's what you want to look like a droid during your playthrough. To actually be one, we have to wait for Tactician Amelia to release the full version of the droid mod to the public. I'm sure it'll be very popular once it's out, and I'll put it in the description of my video when it is ready. KOTOR quiz show? That would actually be kind of amazing. And Poner, you're right, Jennifer Hale is just the best. The best ever. I didn't even know Bastila was Jennifer Hale until recently. I wouldn't have thought it was her, because I don't imagine Jennifer Hale with that British accent at all. I just thought it was somebody else. I think it's kind of sad that as a KOTOR fan for, I don't know, like over 10 years now, I should have known that.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape.
Yo, thanks, young Renok. It was a fun video to make.
I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to...
So let me just get something straight about Jennifer Hale. She's a Canadian with an American accent who sounds British in this game. I think I'm justified in saying that I didn't know Bastila was Jennifer Hale. There are so many layers that I would not have been able to dig through just by identification alone. Now, I've never played the original Baldur's Gate games. I know they're also original BioWare, so they gotta be good. Maybe I'll get around to that. I'm also thinking about getting to play Jade Empire. I really like Jade Empire. I thought it was fun. It was also on the App Store when I was younger. And since it was BioWare, of course I picked it up. I thought it was fun. The combat in Jade Empire is a little clunky, but it's still cool because, you know, you're still punching people. And you can get that gun from the cheese guy later in the game, which is just awesome. I'll have to show you guys eventually. Wow, this alien guy's not gonna help me at all. Damn, they are actually laying into me. Oh, but look at that. Look at that. The repair skill plus... Well, not the repair skill plus anything. It's just the repair skill. Int modifier plus repair skill for healing is really good scaling. So, even if I'm losing a fight, I can out of turn heal pretty effectively. And that's awesome. Oh, you know what else is sad? Drugs in this game. Performance enhancing modifiers. Can't use them because I'm a droid. Like, look, I can hover over it and it won't work. So I'm going to be moving at the speed of a snail throughout the entire game. And hard fights, I can't have any crutches. So I'm just going to have to live with that. Steve Bloom, you say? Who does Steve Bloom play? I don't remember any of Steve Bloom's roles. Oh, you know what I just realized? I can't put on the Sith uniform. Okay, no, wait, it's fine. I can just switch out to Karth and I can put it on him. See? Karth can be useful this run. Even if I, a droid, can't put on clothes, even though I'm clearly a person, we can just get Karth to do it. See? Problem solving. It's these little things. Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Half the characters in SWTOR. You know? Oh, yeah, right, he's Wolverine. I'm stupid. I play Marvel Rivals. How would I not know that? He's very talented. I like him. I like his performance.
Please don't hurt me. Here.
So, another thing about morality being kind of meh. I could kill this guy and get a lot of money and XP. But at the same time, I'm also trying to be a person. Story-wise.
You mean you're not?
But it would be really I can write around this. It's fine. It'd be really funny. Oh wait, he actually may rock my world here. These low rolls are not helping me. Here we go. You look at that, 400 XP for some bum wearing rags. And I'm gonna get $300 for this too. Darksiders really have Terrace optimal. That's all I'm gonna say. Is Revan going to be a Corpo sympathizer? Probably not, to be honest.
What is this planet coming to?
Shouldn't you go to Laura?
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for up. A drink? Hey, Bruce.
Look at that, a persuasion attempt actually worked.
Come on, boys. This
No.
Reminder, 0 charisma, 0 persuade. I think it's just scripted that some persuasion attempts will always work. Arbiter, you're absolutely right. I can't wait for so many cutscenes in this game because the droid player model is going to be twisted and contorted in ways that is just unholy and awful to look at, and I can't wait. Oh, Ryan Winter, you're right. I can't wear clothes to get into the base. I'll have HK, but maybe since I'm flagged as a droid, it'll be fine. Or maybe if I just have one person wearing a disguise. I may have to skip Tatooine. I may have to, like, find a way to get through that bait. We'll get there when we get there. We'll see what happens. Now, Janice Nall is going to be our savior this run on Terrace because she sells all of the droid upgrades and all the droid stuff that we want. First thing though, we have to watch a fellow clanker blow a gasket. You know, I don't know about the morality of a droid buying another droid. How does that work? Is this like... Is this some kind of indentured servitude? Is this okay? It's a droid buying another droid. It's not like a person buying a droid. Like... Huh? Not all droids are created equal is is wild. And at the same time, a droid would absolutely say that because it is objectively logically true. All droids have different parts and stuff. That is just a fact. We're really delving into some interesting things tonight. This is going to be a productive stream. So obviously we have to sell all of our med packs. Can't use them. We're not a person. Sell all of our swords. What else? Don't need that. Don't need that. No drugs. No weapon upgrades for melee weapons. Yeah, we got a good amount of stuff. I think repair kits are cheaper than med packs, so that's another good thing. For this run, we're going to have cheap healing. Cheap and very effective healing. For now, we can just wear this. Demolitions, don't really need that. We'll take this shield and the shield disruptor. Yeah. What isn't really cool though is that shields for droids are expensive, they're not common, they're not particularly effective either. Like even the Baragwin shield, which is infinite uses, is only 20 damage. 20 damage reduction. And that's not the greatest. But we'll make do. We'll figure things out. We have cheap healing, so shields really aren't that important. Is HK-47 really a reference to Agent 47? That makes sense. I believe it. I just didn't know that, if that was the intent. Oh, Doc Bones, you've missed so many weird things, but don't worry. We're gonna have so many more. One weird thing in particular, I'm going to see if I can be healed at a clinic as a droid.
Welcome back. It'll just...
What do you know? This doctor is also a mechanic. And I'm still a droid. Just making sure. There could be a weird thing that strips me of my droidness at any moment. You never know. AK-47, HK-47, Agent 47. All of the things HK could be related to are violent, so I think it works. I think the writers cooked with HK. Oh right, I need to get Karth. My mistake. Alright buddy, put on the armor. Man gave me an oil change. Truman Show, but for the humanity of R3. You know? That could be a great premise to work with. Karth, I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't care. I just need you to get me down to the lower city. Please and thank you.
Another patrol in.
Look at that. We'll make the save here. Get rid of Karth now. Let's read some chat. Sorry, I'm not very good at switching my gaze between chat and the game. I always make fun of streamers that are bad at playing games while they're streaming because they're trying to interact with chat, but now I understand. it's difficult to juggle mentally. HK and Jolie are definitely the gems. They're the best characters on the companion roster. They're so well written. You're absolutely right. And Euthara, I like Euthara a lot. I think she's really interesting. And it's too bad we didn't get more with her. Yo, welcome. SDN. Welcome to the stream. Alright, who else did I miss? Who did I miss in the chat? You're buying him to free him. Thank you, Ryan. You're making... That clears up the whole moral dilemma about a droid buying another droid. Oh, this is my first stream, Sporer. As you can tell by me standing still and listening, looking at chat, instead of playing the game and also talking to chat. I'm a bit of a novice. I do have a second laptop. I have my old school laptop next to me right now. I don't have a second monitor. That would be a little too much. I would never use a second monitor. Some people swear by it, but that's not really my thing. Yo, Arbiter! Thank you, dude. That's gotta be the best clanker I've ever seen. You're goddamn right. Goddamn right. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Everyone, give big thanks, big props to Arbiter K in the chat. He's a real one. I was not expecting to get a donation this stream. I'm gonna have to change my sound effect in my GIF for the notification. Okay. This is gonna suck. Because we figured out that we're not very good in melee. But if there's anything I learned from my pacifist video, it's that none of these people have to be fought directly, ever. They'll just follow you into the invincible guards and die. The glorious way of pacifism has saved me again. Come on, buddy, come on. Don't be shy. You all get one. There you go. Come on. 3 health. Epsilon 17. Now I got 2 donations. Oh, wow. Thanks a lot, dude. You and Arbiter are the best. You're the goats. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. I'm just speechless. Holy crap. Thank you guys again. This is my first official stream, Epsilon, believe it or not, so you came at a perfect time. Do a challenge, can I beat KOTOR's remake? I'm telling ya, I have a conspiracy theory that KOTOR's remake is going to shadow drop, kind of like how Oblivion's remake shadow dropped out of nowhere. It got a trailer on YouTube and it was already out. I have a feeling it's going to be a similar situation with KOTOR remake, and everyone's going to be scrambling to stream it day one and get their impressions off. I think that's what's going to happen, and I'll definitely be on the front lines for that. Whatever project I'm working on, I'll just have to drop for KOTOR remake. I remember when I was younger playing this game with dialogue options and all that. I was like playing in the car on vacation, driving between places, and I was trying to focus on the dialogue. I had my headphones in and everything, but like you guys said, I was kind of just hoping I picked the right thing most of the time because it was a lot. I was just trying to be a good guy all the time, always light side, and as I told everyone in my Grug video, I had never ever done a dark side playthrough up until that point. I had attempted dark side playthroughs before the Grug video, but I just got bored. I didn't like it compared to light side. I didn't want to have the guilt of fictional characters not liking me. Goose? Thanks so much, dude. Donating at all is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Actually, let's try our droid shield here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, now that I think about it, I don't know how this game would really play on consoles. I know that they've not remastered, they've done reverse compatibility of KOTOR on Xbox. I remember seeing it on the store on Xbox One. I don't think that would be really fun to play. It's kind of like playing Baldur's Gate on a console. It's just unintuitive. It's a computer RPG made for computers, and you're like trying to do all these inputs. It just would come off to me as difficult to control. Wow, a lot of people originally played KOTOR on console. That's surprising. Richard Williams, thank you, bro. The next oil change for Revan. Yeah, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. I think we go Dex. I think we're fine with Dex. That should be good. Thank you again, Richard. You're awesome. Everyone else that's donated today, you're all awesome. Love you guys. Yeah, me too, Epsilon. I play it on iPhone as well. That's how I was introduced to this whole shebang. Yeah, isn't this great? He just stances up. He was never supposed to be in the character player slot, so this is all they could do for him. I have a feeling that all the other character models that you can change with KOTOR Save Editor, they probably T-pose as well, so it's probably like a laugh fest. Just change your appearance to frickin' a Mandalorian NPC. They're just T-posing. This is the way. You can turn on grass on Xbox, really? That's sorcery, that's magic, that's beyond me. Inconceivable. How'd you guys like that wall shooting? See, we have one person saying grass works and another person saying grass doesn't work. Grass is just an enigma. It works in mysterious ways. No sidekick run? Well, it's a droid-only run, so I can only use droids. Oh, I'm getting shot at by two people. I will consider using T3 and HK-47 if I need them. I'll probably use T3 for the Sith base, because he can hack into a lot of stuff for free, pretty much, so I may as well. But I typically do my runs solo just because I want it to seem like there's a challenge going on. If I do every run with companions, it'll feel like I'm cheaping out, like I'm making the game too easy. And like, think about most honor mode players. They always play honor mode Baldur's Gate players. They are always playing the game solo, and that's what gets all the views. People like seeing the crazy solutions and plans to make the game work. Don't get me wrong, Baldur's Gate is like super solved by now because it's just been out for a long time, but the videos are still really entertaining. I'm not going to pretend like KOTOR isn't solved either. KOTOR is much, much easier than Baldur's Gate. But long story short, yeah, I just usually go solo because it's more entertaining that way. Using HK a lot would be cool, especially because he's really, really strong, actually. Once you get his repair parts fully upgraded, he has, like, regen, increased stats, better skill checks. He's really strong. Yeah, Dom, I try and always make a storyline with every video because I don't want to be just narrating everything from my own point of view. That gets old after a while. Having a story always makes it funny. That's my game plan. That's what I always try to do. Now there should be a group of Vulkers. Yup. That's a frag grenade. Yeah, you're right, Arbiter. That's basically what this is going to be. There are some people asking for gun-only runs or rifle-only runs, and this is it. This is it for them. A lot of my runs check off a lot of boxes, and I think that's cool. Alright, you want to see something funny? Once I round this corner again, there should be another group of Vulkers that have randomly spawned out of nowhere. Even though I just cleared out one group. What did I tell you? It's like a ghost hallway. I don't understand the respawn mechanic, because typically respawns only happen once you like switch zones. But for some reason in this apartment, the Vulkers just respawn after a loop around. That's it. The combat droid can use pistols, and pistols are actually pretty good, like pretty darn good. I've already done that with Avner though, so I want to spice it up a little bit and use rifles. That's my reasoning for that. Okay, am I gonna remember this puzzle first try? I'll do it later. I got a shield active. I don't want to waste it. That's your KOTOR litmus test. Look, another group just randomly spawned in. KOTOR litmus test is remembering the Twisted Rancor trio puzzle. Or not remembering it. If you're good at the game, you'll remember. If you're not, you don't remember and you're bad. You lose. Day, sir. look at this. Watch them. They just go back to conversation. Turn the corner. Hide away. And they're just chill. They're happy. Unbothered in their lane. Unfortunately, I have a bomb. I've learned a lot about the enemy AI in this game. I can't for the life of me explain why some enemies will just stay still unless you approach them in melee range and then push them around a little bit. But that's the world we live in. I should do a save and like demonstrate just how weird the system is. Just need a moment after this fight. Three, 2, 6, 1, 5, 4. All right, let's test that. And you say it from left to right? Okay. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if I get destroyed or not. After I use up the remainder of the shield duration. These shields ain't cheap. Gotta make the most of them. Alrighty. Time for the test. Also, another KOTOR litmus test. I forgot to buy the permacrete detonator, so now I have to go all the way back to the upper city and buy it. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Alright. 3, 2, 6, 1, 5, 4. Oh, my character model's too big. I can't fit. Oh no. Wait, nope. I think we're good. I think we're good. No, I can't reach. I'm too big. Alright, I'm gonna have to go get Karth. Don't get me wrong, I don't need the armor. I am a droid, but it is worth a lot of money, so may as well. Anti-droid infrastructure. That's about right. Yeah. Alright, Karth, get in here. Alright, buddy. Do a Clanka a favor. Captcha strikes again. Clanker proof. Yeah, bro, it's just racism against droids. This is the world we live in. 3, 2, 6, 1, 5. Yep, you got it. Good job. Now every time I stream a playthrough, you can just remind me of the code, and I won't have to think about it. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, now we have to go take a thrilling walk back up to the upper city so that we can get the permacrete detonator. Yippee. Yippee. Oh, I walked past the door. I was looking at chat. Don't worry, Goose. I can sell the armor for money. More money's good. I don't think this game really needs fast travel. Kind of like another Obsidian game that you may have heard of, The Outer Worlds. Every level, every planet is a level, pretty much. It's not an open world. It's linear. You've got places to go, things to find, but it's not open. So I don't think fast travel is as required. And I'm okay with that, because I would like to explore a more intimate area with more things filled inside. Open worlds are cool sometimes, but after the 80th Assassin's Creed game, you start to think, maybe this was a bad idea. The weapon is the same no matter what I have equipped, because this is not a player model. Player models can be changed with whatever armor or thing you're wearing. Pieces like this, droids like this, and other models from the game cannot be changed, no. If there is a model that can be changed, it's probably just human models, like normal humans, Mandalorians, troopers, etc. They can probably change whatever gun they have in their hands, but this model in specific, no, it can't change what it has in its hand. So if I were to change my appearance to be like this guy right here, just a random terrorist merchant, yeah, I think whatever weapon I have, it would change, but nothing else. Yeah, I've seen the KOTOR 2 challenge runs done by a British guy. Force-only run sounds really fun. I had someone in my chat suggest yesterday that you do a run where you use mind control powers only. I think that would be like, really cool, because those powers aren't exactly known for damage. You kind of have to get creative with them to make them work. Like, you can turn people to your side at level 15. Until then, you're kind of just screwed. Yeah, thanks, Stony. I'll have to do more research once I get back into KOTOR 2. It has been years since I've played KOTOR 2 in full. Here, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to this guy a million times. I have no persuasion. That's a little annoying. There we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot to loot the room before giving him the detonator. That's like 15 whole credits I missed out on. I'm such a bad KOTOR player. I'm terrible at this game. Yeah, mind control run. I'd have to look into that. I was actually directed to the demo reel. Or not the demo reel. There was a video of all of the alien Twi'lek voice acting in this game. There's a video of like all 20 minutes of that dialogue that is mixed into this game and put over whatever writing they have in text. And the original voice actor for that was actually in the comment section of that video. He was the pinned comment. I thought that was really interesting. If you look up like Twi'lek dialogue or alien dialogue KOTOR, it'll be like a 20-minute long plus video, and the voice actor for that role that did all the lines should be there. I can't imagine the kind of work you'd have to do voice acting in alien language, like learning that. Voice acting and performing English already is a challenge in and of itself. It's interesting stuff. The Cellcat actor, you know, I bet there's a really fun story behind how they made that work. I wonder if they were like speaking through a tube or something. Something hilarious like that. Alright, what else can I do around here? Let's see if my game crashes if I try and play Pazak. Oh no, wait. I have to go to the upper city for that. Oh well. It's just Pizak.
Go away.
It's easier to learn gibberish? Yo, subscriber. Whoever it was, thank you very much. Welcome to the channel, bro. Barrick McCready. Thank you, my slime.
1, 2, 3.
You know what I just realized? I'm a droid in a cantina. They don't really welcome my kind here, and yet, here I am. I am defying racial stereotypes. I am pushing the envelope. I am a trailblazer. Look at me. I am Klenka. What's up, Holden?
Because night.
I think I'm gonna have to pay this guy. I don't think I'm gonna get the persuade off on him. Can someone look up the persuade difficulty of this encounter, of this dialogue? Because I think at 0 persuade it's a 0% chance for this difficulty class at my level. If I level up some more, it should probably be okay, but
This better be. Don't worry.
never mind, I just paid him on accident. Belay that. I just wasted $200 Renos.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye.
Holy shit, Solus. Solus, you're right. What's gonna happen when I try and dance? I need to figure it out. Mission, shut up, I don't care. I need to dance. I need to do the rust shaker, the bolt shaker, the clank and shank, as it were. I'm gonna save my game just in case my entire system bricks here. That would really suck, but also be really funny. Let's see here. Alright. Let's see this shit. Okay. If my game bricks and my entire PC burns out, you'll know. You'll know what happened. The Riz sound effect as as he stands there and does nothing. Alright, I was expecting more, but you know, standing still like a robot is pretty funny. I'm gonna throw, but I need to see this. He doesn't fit. He's too fat to go. Oh, no, no. He's too fat to go around. This is amazing. Alright, I may have absolute. Wait, wait. There's the option to throw yourself on the floor. I need to see this. I need this. What's gonna happen? Nothing. Well, that's disappointing. Oh well. We still got something funny out of that. Still a win. This is going in the video, by the way. If I'm ever pausing between dialogue options, it's because I need B-roll for the video. Don't judge me. No, don't judge me. What the heck? Alright, check out these dance moves. Actually, I think there's one more thing I want to try. Wait, never mind. There's one of these dance options where you get uppercut by Lin. I have a feeling it wouldn't move the droid at all, because if the dive animation isn't gonna play, then being uppercut isn't gonna work either. For being shocked on the Leviathan, that's a good question. I think he's just gonna stand there and take it, and it's gonna be really funny to look at. Just holding a gun up at her. These dance moves, man. This is like interpretive dance, actually. That's what our hero is doing here. It's an art form that hasn't been tapped yet. Look at that, we've made up our money. The Dia bounty is no longer a fat loss for us. The Bendak fight's probably going to be really lame, because we're not as mobile. Well, we'll probably get hit with a few stray grenades. No, you know what I just realized? Droids have shield stripping power. I have a shield stripping attachment, so I can just remove Bendak's shield. That's actually kind of big. That's actually going to be really good. Same thing for Selvin. I can go use that on her right now. Marl? I don't think I'm going to have a fun time with Marl. I can't run around him using dexterity or the speed boosting supplement. So I'm probably just going to have to tank him head on. Maybe I can use a stun ray. I'll have to look up his stat block, maybe. If we don't get to that tonight, I'll look up his stat block later. See if he's able to be stunned. Yeah, absolutely, Enclave. If you know? I don't know if I'm immune to poison or not. I don't remember if T3 and HK can take poison damage. It would make sense if they couldn't, but I genuinely don't know. I went the wrong way. There's so many cool things to find out. This is why Droid Run is awesome. We love Droid Run. Don't worry, Ryan. I'm gonna be heal abusing out the ass all the time, forever and ever. Except for my eventual honor mode run, KOTOR honor mode, whenever that's voted in. KOTOR honor mode run's gonna be really fun, but also it's gonna be such a pain in the butt. That's gonna be like one of the rare videos where I probably don't have a story around the main character and I'm just doing it from my perspective because I need to be focused on that. I've got big plans for that one. I was actually planning on selling the Rakul disease for money because I can't benefit from a discount on items from the doctor. So, why bother,
With your payments.
right?
What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut? Ah, so you want to play this the hard way?
3 Jawas in a trench coat run? That's more of a SWTOR thing. I don't think the modding community is that far ahead for KOTOR just yet.
I knew you too. I mean,
Morality doesn't really matter this run, so I'm just gonna make whatever decisions are good in the moment. Droids can't really be attuned to the light or dark side. I'm probably gonna do a lot of light side decisions just because that's what I do. But apart from those little things, I don't get any force boosts from being light side. I don't get any attack boosts from being dark side because I'm not a Jedi. So I'm just gonna be doing whatever, really. Whatever gives me the most reward in a short amount of time. Or whatever's more fun. Yes, the droid is T-posing. Look at him. He's beautiful. Beautiful and glorious. Alright, let's go fight Selvin. Just a reminder that this droid may or may not be trying to be a person. So he's gonna do some quirky stuff to try and fit in and be social. Shout out to the chat member that gave me that amazing idea.
Here's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect. That's the plan.
Yes, absolutely play KOTOR. It is worth your time. I'd say a good first run where you do absolutely everything takes about 24 hours, which is not so bad. In my opinion, anyway. And once you've played KOTOR before and you know everything, it takes about 12 hours per playthrough. Just about. Unless you're doing silly challenges like me. And it takes a little longer. You know, that's the thing with droids, though. I can't be stealthy because there is no stealth option for droids. Also, check out this shield destroyer. Check the damage. It destroyed his shield in one hit and dealt damage through to him. That's so useful. That's so good. I'm glad I have it. Droid companions, underrated. I've had a friend that's done Soul Level 1 run of Dark Souls as well. They're into Souls-like games and challenges and stuff like that. I've never played a Souls-like in my life. I should, because it looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd get bored of it, though, because the gameplay loop seems very samey, especially if you're playing Melee, but you know, maybe one of these days, if a member of the channel requests that I do it, and I do a little stream series on it, that'd be fun. Nothing resists fire. The damage is guaranteed. It's a guaranteed roll. Like, even if they resist, they take half the damage. But the status effect of being feared, that is, or horrored rather, that's more up to chance. That's more up to the dice rolls. Still good, still really good. I'll definitely be using the flamethrowers once I have them. Just saying that the carbonite projectors on paper look crazy. There's not many of them in the game, so I'll probably save them for the final battle with Malik. But holy crap, those things just melt, ironically, for being a cold weapon. Enclave, believe it or not, that tooltip is incorrect. If you look on Strategy Wiki, they've done testing with KOTOR, and a lot of other games for that matter. They found out that the level 7 caveat is not a thing. It actually doesn't matter. They will still take damage even if they're above level 7. And look at that, I just stripped his shield. One shot, easy peasy. This is gonna make so many boss battles a lot easier, like Kalo Nord and Sol Kareth. It's gonna be excellent. Yeah, that's how it works. There's a lot of tooltips in this game that are just not correct. It's pretty staggering, actually, how many are just misleading completely. It's going pretty good, Nato. Nothing crazy to report apart from some silly bugs and some interactions with the game. I'm not gonna fit. No crazy challenges to speak of yet. That almost hurt me a lot. But there's gonna be some boss battles in the future that I'm anticipating, so don't you worry. We're gonna see some silliness eventually. I don't know how to say that correctly. Genoharadon, Genoharadon. The Geno quest line. Probably, maybe. It's sort of a thing that I avoid in most playthroughs because it's time that I could spend on more storyline. I don't know how I would fit it into most of my plots. I'll think about it. Maybe if I think of something while I'm writing after streams, I'll consider it. Geno Haradin? That doesn't sound right.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes.
It would appear that Selvin is trying to intimidate me from across the map. She heard me walking down the hallway, my big clanking footprints, I guess.
You're now?
Hello, Selvin, are you going to come out? Guess not. Alright, well. Oh, look, magical Volkers have spawned. That's annoying. Let's see if I can just, you know. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Well, we'll do some classic tricks for this. Poison grenade. Shenanigans. Then run away. There we go. Yeah. Poison. Oh no, I'm stuck. No way she used the cryoban grenade on me, bro. I didn't even think that was possible to get at this level. Let me out. Yes, okay. Now to watch her slowly die. Metagaming Selvin is. Actually, I'm surprised that I got more than 2 poison grenades this run. I could actually get one more. Let's do one more for safety. There we go. Bye-bye. Oh, what? She saved! No way. That is not cash money. Alright, she didn't save that one. She's following me. Not for long. No. No, 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 no. Stay away. Let a Clanka live. What did I do to you? Alright, I may have done something to you, but it's just a little bit of poison. That's not optimal. There she goes. Alright, we're good. Level up for the HP gain. And yeah. We're rocking. They're doing surprisingly good damage and I don't like it. I need you to stop that. Oh, dude, the flurry attack's missing. I had no idea how to make that better as a kid either. It took me a while to learn how to read how this game works. I think a lot of my very first runs were done with dexterity builds. And I should have been using strength more. I was especially not ready for when you start as a gun-using character, and then you transition into a melee Jedi. I thought I was going to be using guns the whole game, and that definitely messed me up. KOTOR is an action game like Devil May Cry. If the remake does that, I don't think I'm buying it. Like, dead ass. If they try and make this game more Mass Effect-y, I could understand, maybe. But if they try and make this like a combo game, it would be peak brain rot. But I don't think I'd be into it. I don't think I'd like it. More swings is better. You gotta love more swings. Scoundrel Jedi Guardian. That's interesting. That's just off the top of my head, Scoundrel Jedi Guardian. I guess you get a good first attack. You get a first sneak attack. Whoa! Doc Bones? My first channel member? Holy... My man. Welcome. Welcome, Doc Bones. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alright. So another thing we wanted to test earlier is if droids are immune to poison. This is a poison grenade. Yep. Either I saved that perfectly or just didn't work. So that's a good sign. Now this puzzle I always remember. It's a multiple choice test, so it's not that hard. KOTOR 2 needs a finish. It just needs to be finished. I don't know if that's literally like ever in the books, ever in the cards, but that would be cool if they did, you know. They do have the what do you call it? Content restoration mod, but it doesn't really restore anything substantial as far as I remember. It's a bunch of unfinished stuff. There is some stuff that's really good, like endings and cutscenes during the endings that are substantial, but apart from that, there's like some encounters that are a little annoying and half-baked that definitely didn't need to be brought back. But it's also been a long time since I've played KOTOR 2. I'd have to play it again and look at the list of things they brought back with that mod. God, I hated the Tower of Hanoi puzzle when I was a kid. I kind of just randomly pushed buttons until it worked, and I was so mad. Like, even when it was finished and it was done, I was still mad that I had to do it. Now I know how the Tower of Hanoi works. I get it. It still takes like 10 minutes to do, which is annoying, but... Gah. Doc Bones, my dude. Welcome. Look at that. He's got the banana badge, 1 star. Isn't that swag? Isn't that beautiful? Everyone look at that man. He's dripped out. You know, I actually never got the Droid planet working for the content restoration mod. Richard Williams, too? Holy crap. Welcome. Welcome, my good sir, to the Cool Primate Club. You're awesome. You're awesome, and you and Doc Bones are awesome. Hell yeah, dude. You're going Power Man. I'll see you around, dude. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Good seeing you here. But yeah, talking about the Droid planet again, for some reason, it just never worked. Whenever I added the content restoration mod, the Droid planet restoration mod, I would make a fresh save, I would make a save in the middle of the game. It just wouldn't work. For no good reason. I do think it would be interesting to see that one Jedi Council member characterized, seeing as she's kind of just dead in the game, killed by Scion. But, yeah. From what I'm seeing in chat, that planet was just not very good. It just dragged on too long. It's unfortunate, because that's a really cool idea. An entire droid planet. Bad ambient music in a KOTOR game? That's a crime. Oh no, there's music on. I just have it reduced so you guys can hear me talk, because it's pretty loud. Otherwise... What was the boss fight on the droid planet? Was it like a big giant droid mech? Kind of like on Telos? Surface of Telos? Yo, Dusty Wusty / Tactician Amelia. Everybody, this is the modder who made this run possible. Everyone give them props, emotes, thumbs up, all the things. There they go. A bunch of droids. That's it? That was the boss fight? Damn. That does sound lame. Guys want more background music? Okay, I can turn it up a bit. See, I don't understand these meat bags being racist toward each other. They're all bags of meat and bones and flesh, like... Even droids, who are all different parts and different makes and different models, we don't get antsy, we don't get angry at each other for no reason. It's just a meat bag thing. It's just for them. Wait, the Jedi... The council member just dies anyway? To poison mines? What a bad planet. Wow. That's so not worth. Man. I guess some cut content needs to stay as cut content. Shame. If they ever do the KOTOR 2 remake, maybe they'll flesh that planet out some more. That'd be cool. What was I doing again? Sound. That should be good. It's difficult to remake content as a fan and then try and like realize it in a creative way. Try and make it how you think the original creators would have made it. That's a lot of interpretation, and ultimately it becomes a fan work no matter what you do. It's difficult to be authentic in that way. Give me items. Give me more repair kits. Excellent. Don't think I really need anything else right now. Not past level 6 yet. That's when I can get an armor upgrade, which would be great. Stock hutties phrases. That is what they are, pretty much. It's kind of like Metal Gear quotes that are burned into your brain forever. But it's hutties instead. Wouldn't have it any other way. Mucha shakapaka. Achuta. Wanawanga. Alright guys, you want to see a bodyguard to a very real and powerful gang on a planet? A city planet? Let's see how hard it is to get into this really notorious, infamous base.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
I'm not a spy.
Maybe so, but this door is locked, and it's going to stay that way until I'm satisfied you're no threat to Gadon or the hidden backs.
Can I please speak to him?
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the hidden back's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith...
Maybe I'm actually a good guy.
Well, we do need all the help we can. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his... Go in and speak.
See? It's easy as that. Just a Bethesda dialogue. You're good to go. Thank you.
Hold it right there.
Hidden Bex.
What is your business with Gadon? You're too you can
Hidden with their very well lit base, walking around in the open. I think everything is hidden to Gadon since, you know, he's blind. So maybe that's the inside joke that's going on there. But for everyone else, the hidden Becks are very visible and very much there. Open door policy, even when there's no open door policy. I mean, they're just letting a droid walk around the base. And look at me, I'm armed to the teeth. I'm poking around. No one's questioning me. I'm not doing Darkside Run because I do not want to fight Gadon. He's actually a really tough boss fight. But I'm just saying, bro, the hidden Becks they're washed. And you're right, they don't have any cover. Look at all these crates that are put to the side that could be set up in barricades. Like, even in Fallout New Vegas, a bunch of random criminals from the detention facility, they set up random tables and cover all around the hotel because, you know, they need it. These people have cover everywhere. It's stacked up in corners in unstrategic positions all across the room, and they could have that shit set up. If they're really expecting an attack from the Black Vulkars, it's baffling. It's baffling. What are they thinking, bro?
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little over the problems with the...
Hey, I was let in. Can I just have all of your important information, please? All of your important information, all of your important resources, and an ice cream sundae, if you would please. That is why they're losing.
They might be working for the Sith.
Now, I'm not a big fan of, what's-his-face, Bregic. But at least he is, you know, competent and mean. I'm no dark sider or nothing, but you know. Yo, Doc Bones using the custom emoji. It's just persuasion. It's pure persuasion. It's just that easy. Alright, give me the paper. Just give me the paper. Come on. Thanks. So, since I didn't have Karth in my party and he's wearing the Sith armor right now, I wonder if it actually stays on him. Bregic really does have things handled until, you know, the demigod walks through his base. Look at that, we still have the Sith armor. It's an age-old trick. If you want to keep the Sith armor, just keep the person who's wearing it out of your party, and you'll keep it after you get through with the dialogue with Gadden. The Sith armor isn't all that useful. It's kind of cool. You get some unique dialogue across Terrace. I think there's a small discount you get from Kebla Yurt, but I can't confirm that. I don't remember if that's true. Gadden is Kreia in disguise. That is a statement and a half. That is a headcanon that I'm willing to push it. I'm willing to stand by that one. 100%. Private Penguin says, I can see it, not noticing the irony of such a statement. What? I failed the fortitude save to be stunned? On a stun stick? That never happens. Do not tell me I'm gonna die here, bro. Let me out. Okay, I guess it does make sense that the electrified baton would stun a droid more successfully than a person. So I can say this. We can say that one was in character. Anyway, Sith Guard, help me. Fight these guys for me. Look at them run. Look at them go. No, come on, you too. Come on, get over here. Ah, fine, I'll deal with you myself. Get over here. You're not intellectual, you're a fake and a fraud. It's a will save? Actually, it's a will save. Nah. Ignore my 0 wisdom. And 1 will score. Oh, I'm gonna get stunned by all the force powers. Oh no. Oh, barnacles. I don't have force immunity either. I don't have any gear that makes me immune to the force. Oh no. Oh, I didn't even think of that. God forbid they have destroy droid. Yes, I actually may have to use... I may actually have to use droid companions a lot more than I think. I'm gonna allow them because they are droids and this is a droid run. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use droid companions to fight Force users, because there is no way that I'm not getting stunned out of my mind this run. The CC is going to be awful. There's no gear that I can equip that makes Force saves more difficult. Like, as a human, there's like clothing that gives you immunity to mind saves and more saves in general. Droids don't get that. They just get armor class. That is it. The only wisdom that I have is the wisdom that I get from leveling, and the wisdom that I get from what do you call it? From just the character creation screen. Now that I think about it, probably should have dumped a little bit of dex for some wisdom, but it's a little too late now. I may have... Well, we'll see what happens with Force users. Worst comes to worst, I can always just edit my stats a little bit. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know if droids are immune to Force stuns. I'm pretty sure in most of my playthroughs I've used like horror and stuns on droids and it's worked. But we'll see. We'll just have to keep playing. I'm not entirely sure of the territory we're in. Oh shoot, I just realized that my event screen at the top right corner is off by a little bit. Alright, whatever, that's fine. We'll see what happens with Force users. We'll work on it. See what happens. I don't think any Sith enemies have destroyed Droid. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm in danger of that. I think only Jedi have destroyed Droid, and I don't think you fight any Jedi in this game, except for Jolee. Everyone else is a dark side possessed person if you're fighting a Force user, as far as I remember. Yeah, I know there's a lot of data on Strategy Wiki about what force powers certain NPCs have. But if you're going to look through the files, I guess that works too.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this
You can use a shield to block damage from electrical damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Most of the shields in this game are pretty bad for droids. They only go up to like 40 damage absorption. And a destroyed droid at max level is dealing like 150 damage per cast for 2 force points. As a full maxed out light side character, you're kind of just cooked. As long as that force power isn't used against me, I think I'm okay. And we'll see what other force abilities I'm immune to, or not immune to. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Sonic grenades? Bondar crystal. Are there really enemies with crystals slotted into their lightsabers?
Go on, you two. Get out of here.
I would be surprised if that's true.
My name is Shalina. But
Pardon me, clearing my voice.
Welder, you can't go through the...
Darth Bandon? I could believe Darth Bandon having crystals in his lightsaber. His boss encounters are different based on the planet you're on. Kashyyyk is the hardest encounter, which makes me think that Kashyyyk is the canonical third planet that Revan goes to, even though most people believe the canonical third planet is Manan, I believe. Malik, destroyed droid? Really? You're kidding me. You are kidding me, bro. Why does he have Destroy Droid? In a normal game, he never fights droids. Ever. Oh my god, that Malik boss fight is gonna suck. I think I'm just gonna have to grenade spam. I think I'm just gonna have to use thermal detonators and mines and everything. Don't worry, we'll figure this out. We'll find ways to make this work. We're still at the beginning of the run. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be chill. Destroy what Malik loves? What does Malik love, dude? Marvel Rivals! I get it! We have to destroy the Marvel Rivals servers. We have to destroy NetEase. Sorry. It's a necessary consequence, necessary casualty. Just save the galaxy. Kashyyyk first planet? It's Tatooine. It's Tatooine, because Kylo Nord's boss fight is most difficult on Tatooine. All other boss fights on every other planet is very easy. Meanwhile, on Tatooine, he has 4 people instead of 2. He has resistance to force powers. He has a shield, beefy shield, bigger stats on his block. Long story short, if we're going off of the game, the order should be Tatooine because of Kylo Nord's boss fight. Second planet could be whatever. Third planet is Kashyyyk because that's Darth Bandon's boss fight, and fourth planet could be whatever. A lot of people do Korriban last, but after doing Korriban early in so many of my videos, honestly, it's not that hard because they level scale the Jedi enemies to make it easier.
Please, help us. No! This cannot...
Actually, you know what? Let's just take some hits here. Let's see if I can be poisoned. You're joking. I can be poisoned as a droid. That's balls. That's balls. How does that even work? I guess these people are... I guess these rat ghouls are just using, like, quick hacks or something. They're, like, giving me actual computer viruses through Sith magic and alchemy. I can't explain it. I can't explain it any other way. It could also just be a quirk of me being the player character. Maybe no matter if I'm a droid or not, I will always take some form of poison damage. Or maybe it's just specific to the rat ghoul hits. I don't know. I don't know. Long story short, I'm taking damage from these rat ghouls and it's gonna suck. Antidote kits? I don't think I'll be able to because I can't use med packs or stims. I sold all of mine. I can't test it now. Damn. No, wait, I have them. Yeah, I can't use stims. I can't use the antidote kit. Can't use med packs because I'm a droid. So I'm just gonna have to eat the poison damage, it looks like. Just don't get hit, obviously. Yeah. Hack ghouls, I like that one. Put that one on the fridge. Hack ghouls. That's good. That's good. Yep, that's poison. Wait, do I actually tick? That's the... Yeah, now that I think about it, this could just be the stat decrease from the force wound status effect. Maybe I don't tick damage. Maybe it's just a stat decrease. No, I tick damage. What the hell, bro?
Back again.
It just must be a special condition from the rat ghouls. As long as I'm wounded and inflicted with wound, the poison must tick because of that, if I had to guess. Also, pardon me for fighting like a total wuss. I'm like just trying to cheese this fight as much as I can. Yeah, I'll probably come back with T3 and I can test that on stream, just see if he can be poisoned. We'll see. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Lots of things we just have to wait for. Yes, M0NK3Y.
Back again.
Do not give rat ghouls destroy droid. That would be so bad. Though now I'm liking the idea of you making a KOTOR impossible mod. Kind of like how Baldur's Gate has that one mod that quadruples the health of every enemy in honor mode. But you just give every enemy NPC crazy powers and stats. You could sell that to like Frogger Kist and like make $1 million bajillion. He's a fellow nostalgia baiter YouTuber. But he's variety. He plays all the other games. Like Halo. Also, he gets way more views on his KOTOR videos than I do. Not jealous. Trust.
Back again.
KOTOR, but everyone is a Jedi. That's possible. That is possible. That'd probably take a really long time to mod, but that would be really cool. Everyone's a Jedi except you. Now that's a video. That is a challenge. What can I say? I just know a lot of people that also play KOTOR. I gotta keep up with the competition, you know? I gotta get ideas. Gotta know what people are doing to stay fresh, as it were. Alright, who else? Everyone in the chat, be honest. Who else just skips all of Rookill's dialogue? There's no shame in it. There is absolutely no shame. Because I don't want to listen to that every playthrough either.
Hey, you ain't from the village. My name's Sagir.
We got a Rookill lover. We've got a Rookill apologist in the chat. SMH. Every KOTOR action makes the Pazak deal sound. You know? That would be kind of fire. I know that a Pazak run is totally possible, but it would take forever. Because if you get money and if you only make income from Pazak, on Terrace you can only earn like $400. And I think you can do it infinitely on other planets, I'm not sure. You'd also have to reinstall the Manon Pazak tournament mod, because that would be awesome. But yeah. Pazak would just take a really, really long time. I like doing Pazak, I think it's a great game. Way better than Sabak or whatever that 0 BBY card game stuff is. We prefer our negative 4,000 BBY card games in this house. Oh, and you know what? You know what I just remembered? SWTOR doesn't have Pazak. It's an MMO without a Gwent ripoff. It is throwing in the MMO category. It is losing. Couldn't even have the Gwent ripoff. Couldn't even have a caravan. Couldn't have a polka. Couldn't have a blackjack. Nothing. Nothing. What is my favorite planet in KOTOR? That is a good question. I think my favorite planet in KOTOR is Korriban, 100%. Tatooine is boring because it's very short, it's very easy, and you can even ignore Kalo Nord if you decide to. Kashyyyk feels like a chore every time. Technically, you can just run right by all of Zalbar's shenanigans, but it's free XP, so you kind of have to. Manon's okay. I think Manon's too long, especially if you do all the side quests. They're good side quests, but meh. Korriban, I'm always 100% interacting with, doing all the side quests, doing all the cool things. I mean, think about it. The milk side quest with the ricotta in the prison box, that comes from Korriban. That's why it's peak. Okay, I will admit, Manon has the coolest original aliens and music. But TBH... Wow, there's so many people who like Manon. Wow, everyone likes Manon. Huh. I must be in the minority here. That's interesting. I really wouldn't think that many people would be into Manon that much. But you're absolutely right. The atmosphere, the environment, the aliens, all extremely cool, all really good. And the music is amazing. The trials are kind of cool, especially if you do them without a lawyer. Like, you can just dominate the courtroom. It's kind of funny. Obey the laws here on Manon, human. Yeah, that's going to be a line we're going to have to deal with later. And our droid boy is not going to be happy about it. Hot take, Paragus is fire? The first time. The first or second time you feel like, oh wow, the writing here is actually a lot better than KOTOR 1. The mystery is a lot more interesting. This is a more in-depth tutorial. But then you just don't want to do it. You don't want to do it after the third playthrough. Yo, Joe Cool. Good to see you, bro. It's been a while. Guys, I'm gonna be so real. I think Hendar is getting slimed here. Yep, he's out. I'm about to be slimed too. I do like the like you say, Arbiter, the tension between the Sith and the Jedi, the Sith and the Republic. I think that's a very interesting state to have a planet be in. It's not one side or the other, and it's not completely remote like Tatooine or Kashyyyk either. It has actual writing for the lore of the Jedi Civil War. The Republic and Sith are both contesting planets. There's politics going on. It hints at a greater world building going on behind the scenes, and that's good. That's really good. Unfortunately, I think SWTOR, for example, does that trick with like every planet it's on, and then nothing feels cool anymore because it's all the same planet. Everyone's just at war. It doesn't feel as varied as like the Clone Wars TV show, where every battle on a different planet has a different battlefield condition, different characters in the anthology. Bit of a tangent, but yeah. That dimension on Manon is very cool. What else do we have here? If only you could push Manon to open warfare. You know? That would be kind of cool. That would be like a cool, evil thing to do.
No! Hindar, no!
Hester, I'm gonna be so real with you. Oh. Oh. Let me be clear. Hester is gone.
A horrible fate for poor Hendok, but
You have it absolutely right, Richard. Yo, a subscriber? Yo, who is it? Who is it? Let's see. In the chat. DMD, welcome. But Richard, you're absolutely right. SWTOR is cool variety, cool atmosphere. The main character does feel a little small on every planet because the planets are just so gigantic. But every single planet is identically grindy, and it is not fun to play. Not at all. Ares, playable Gizka? I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I'd have to test that out.
Have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me.
Hello, mission.
Just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you? Gadden? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't mind me, just collecting B-roll for my footage here. The gate guard is Kaz Miller? No way. No way Kaz is doing low-tier NPC work. Bro. They did not have such an A-tier voice actor doing extra work in KOTOR. That's crazy. CMD, my droid's name is Roger. Roger, if you will, if you please. Wait, that's Robert I forgot Robert Atkin Downs is the voice of Kaz Miller. He's also the medic in TF2 and in so many other things. His range is excellent. Such a good VA.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all.
You'll help me, won't you, big scary clanker?
Gamorrean slave hunters.
It's good to know that Twi'lek is it's good to know that mission is not discriminatory towards any kind of people, even if they're robots. I'm sorry, mission, but you're not a droid. You cannot be in my party. Sorry, my slime, but not today. She better not use the hard R. Yeah, only droids have the R. They're the only ones that have the pass. Yeah, it is cool how they got Missions VA to come back. I'm glad that people from the original project came back in the SWTOR. I don't know how Missions Bloodline ended up with Vet getting captured by the Sith Empire, though. I'd have to do some background reading on that. Yes, I am the combat droid class. Not the expert droid class. I could have done it, but wouldn't be as good. I'd have all the skills. Like, I'd have skills coming out of my ears for sure, but apart from that, it wouldn't be worth. Especially if I can just swap in T3 at any time during my playthrough. Dude, it is Wizard, KOTOR save editor, and the work of modding in general. Always the best. Now, this is not the greatest idea. However, I have a droid shield disruptor, so it's fine. Oh, it's not fine. I'm getting mugged. I can do this. Nice shield, buddy. Sometimes we just gotta pacifist shuffle, even though it's not the current run. Sometimes the fella just has to shuffle no matter what. Darth Mar being the offspring of male exile and Visas. Well, I don't want to throw a wrench in or anything, but female exile is canon, and she's in SWTOR as a ghost. Unfortunate for that headcanon. Though I do wonder if Darth Mar is a Miraluka. I think that'd be cool. There's not enough Miraluka characters in Star Wars as a whole. They're a really cool race. And Visas Mar is an awesome character in her own right. But every clanker in chat, a Dark Jedi spawns? That's like Doug level. I just know that you guys would spam me instantly. Even if everyone had like a cooldown of 5 minutes, you would just like call your friends into the chat, like get as many Dark Jedi spawned on me as possible. That's be a lot of fun. You know, while KOTOR is being KOTOR, how about I look at some chat some more? Yeah, unfortunately Space Jesus isn't the canon exile. The exile in general doesn't have a lot of consistent representation. I think the people who were told to research who the exile is for SWTOR, they took a look at the cover of KOTOR 2 and saw Atris with white hair and said, oh, that must be the exile. She's fighting Darth Nihilus on the cover. So they said, give the exile white hair in SWTOR, even though that is not what she looks like. She's described in the Revan book by that really weird author who wrote that book, but there's no player model in KOTOR 2 that matches that physical description, which is unfortunate. I'm in my 30s, so my joints kinda clank. Bro. Bro, no. Don't say that. Yeah, SWTOR kind of made Revan a miserable, sad person and made him crazy. Like, if all of the stuff that happened to him 300 years ago to SWTOR had been like in a game, I think it would be more understandable, but since it happened in a book and in flashbacks, it just sucks. It's sort of like the situation with Halo, where so much has happened in other media and not the games that nobody can keep track anymore of what's real and what isn't. It's unfortunate, really. Post Bungie Halo. Oh, that is another loophole. That is another rabbit hole. If I go down that rabbit hole and I start talking about Destiny 2 or Destiny Rising, I'm not going to be playing the game anymore. This is going to be turning into a just chatting stream. Because holy crap, I am a Destiny addict. Not Destiny 2, I got sick of that. Destiny Rising's really good though. I like it a lot. Come on, little guy, come on. There you go. There we go. You can poison me over here. The HK Flashpoint? I don't think I've actually played that one. I probably tuned out for HK51's story. Or HK55, rather. I don't remember really what happened there. God, raccoons are gonna be such a pain. I have no AC. Probably gonna have to make a trip back to the upper city. I played a little bit of the first Marathon game. I thought it was interesting. It was definitely a historical look into boomer shooters. I was super excited for extraction shooters back when Marathon was first announced. I thought, oh, this is going to be a really cool genre to get into. But then I completely dropped it when I just researched a little more into the genre. It just seems a little repetitive. The rush is there, but like once you're maxed out on gear, then what? Why play anymore? Like, yeah, you could use that max gear on noobs who don't have max gear, but like, what is the point? This did used to be a Destiny channel joke, well, believe it or not. I deleted all those videos though, because they don't fit the brand. Wouldn't make sense to keep them. Come on, buddy. Come on over here. Oh, you were there day one? You were there during my Destiny phase? That's a real one right there. Now make it a baking channel. Maybe for members only content. Now that I do have 2 members, you never know. They could be getting some crazy stuff. Rivals? I am pretty okay at Rivals, but I haven't ranked up to Celestial again since Season 2 or Season 2.5. I did hit Celestial using Thing, Emma, Strange. Those are like my mains. I use tanks a lot. But I haven't gone back to Celestial since then. I just haven't been locked in. Rivals is fun, but I don't think I could play that forever. There's people that make Rivals interesting, but for the most part, Rivals is a streamer game. You kind of just like have slop commentary. You just talk about nothing while you're playing the game. Sometimes you could have opinions on patch notes or on characters. If you're really good at the game, it's cool to watch you play, but you have to do challenges to be successful in Marvel Rivals. There's this one guy I watch who played Spider-Man in many different ways in Rivals, with his hardest combos, with only one aspect of his kit. They're really good, well-produced videos. They did have the same songs playing every time, but apart from that, those are Marvel Rivals videos that I would watch. Not just once, but again, too. $1K hours in both D1 and D2? Yeah, Destiny does that to you. Keeps you in for the long haul. Can I beat KOTOR as a rat ghoul? You know? That could be fun. That could be funny. Won't lie. Oh, another funny quirk about this game. Every time you lured a Rakghoul away from their spawn area, like over here, or the Rakghouls are over here, they'll all default back to this random corner. How about I demonstrate? How about I just demonstrate? Let's just lure them all here. It's not optimal, per se, to just lure all the Rakghouls and hide behind the gate. It's better to just, you know, kill them outright. But if you do lure all of them at once, and you have a frag grenade, let's say, you can get all of them at once in one go. And that's pretty cool. So, Rakghoul's behind me, I'm going to go through the gate. He can't get me because this is a no-go zone. He's added to the pile. Now that they're all on the pile, you throw a grenade, do some damage to them. Yeah, you get the idea. Makes them a much more digestible encounter. Tips and tricks for your KOTOR runs, for your convenience. Yo, what's up, LT? LT 9000. My man.
Back again.
Do I prefer KOTOR 1 or 2? I'd have to play KOTOR 2 again. It's been years. I'd have to have a fully educated decision. Someone in chat did say that KOTOR 2 is much less replayable, and I agree. KOTOR 1 is much more replayable than KOTOR 2 is. KOTOR 2 is an experience. It's a really good time. And the first time you play it, you're blown away. It's the sequel to KOTOR 1. It's everything you could have wanted and more. But then you have to play it again and do the tutorial again and all the planets again. It's a lot. Compared to KOTOR 1, you're off the Endar Spire in, what, 5 minutes? And you're ready to play through Terrace. It's just easier. KOTOR 1 is definitely easier as well, in general. Less levels, less features, less kit. It's kind of simple. Once you figure out KOTOR, it's solved forever, pretty much. It's not a hard game. It's not a hard game, I say, as I'm playing solo as a droid, cheesing enemy encounters so I don't have to do them legitimately. So, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt. I have never played Shadows of the Empire. I probably should. I have played Jedi Academy. I like Jedi Academy. I installed a mod that let lightsabers one-shot and like do full not disintegrations, what's the word? My brain is scrambled. You can cut off people's arms and legs and cut them in half and all that. Dismemberment. That's it. I'm a little stupid. Don't mind me. Thank you, Eclectic. I'm of two minds right now. Play and comment. I don't understand people that skip Terrace. Terrace is fun. It's a good planet. It's solid. It's definitely one of the longer planets. Probably the longest planet. But it's necessary. It's good. I have a feeling once I get to my KOTOR 2 run, I'm going to make fun of Kreia a lot. Because a lot of people, like, hail her ideology as the best writing Star Wars has ever seen, ever, in a million years. But it's also really funny to just condense everything she says down to neutrality, but with dark side tinge. Like, I don't like the Force, and I don't think you should give charity to people because X, Y, and Z, but also I have a dark side bias. It's a very clear dark side bias.
Please. I
Force bad, think before you act. And then Kreia also continues to use the Force and then returns to the dark side in full as Darth Treya. Like, aha, I betrayed you. It's in my name. Why didn't you see this coming? You better not use the Force to fight me. That would be lame. Now that makes me wonder if there's a true ending in KOTOR 2 where you can play as a Grug character, no Force powers, you just completely ignore it. But you're still get to level 30 as a human class, non-Force user class. I think that'd be pretty cool. Pretty radical. I'm a centrist, but evil. Pretty much. A challenger for the Hassle Throne. Yeah, Bastila has none of the hassle that Kreia does. Like, she drills into your brain and talks to you through telepathy just to make sure you're listening to her, which is wild. I'm gonna go get some more healing, actually, at the upper city. Give me some more time to look at chat. I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this video, by the way. There's gonna be so much dead space where I'm doing nothing and just talking to chat. It'll be so much fun for future me. I'm also gonna do some dueling ring fights. Yeah. I could probably beat Ice. Well, I'll get some healing just to be sure. It is so funny how much of a hater Kreia is. He just... If you don't put her in the party at all times, she insists upon herself. To put it in a more clinical term. She is a character who insists upon herself, and the writers insist upon her so much that, like, you will interact with her. It does not matter. She's not like Withers from Baldur's Gate 3, where he's pivotal to your party's success and the plot if you're Dark Urge, but he doesn't talk in your mind and force you to not acknowledge her existence. His existence. Kreia, though. Kreia is a character and part of this story, and you will like it. Not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a very funny thing to point out. Because you cannot escape her. She is inevitable. I'm gonna have a lot of fun voice acting her, giving her a funny voice, and having all the bits where she does zany stuff. Shadowheart is basically the main character of Baldur's Gate if you're not there, and if Dark Urge is not there. And I think that's okay. We like Shart. We love Shart in this house. I do like how Kreia does critique Star Wars. I think that is interesting. It's what Rian Johnson set out to do and failed gloriously at, spectacularly at. So, if we're comparing Kreia to Last Jedi, yes, it's a masterpiece. Yes, Kreia is what that kind of critique is supposed to be. But there's also a point where so many people are talking about Kreia and her philosophy and glorifying her and all that. You start to think, all right, maybe that's enough. Maybe we're hyping her up a little too much. So that's why I'm excited to play KOTOR 2 again, so I can listen to her writing again and see if I actually thought she was as deep as I did when I was 15. Because it's been a while, as I've said. A lot. Oh, and I love Jolie. Jolie is a critique of the Jedi, and that is very important too. Because the Jedi are a group of monks who have been dragged into galactic conflicts over and over again. They're trying to pretend that they're still monks, when clearly their responsibility is much higher than that. They experience the real world. They're not sequestered off from the rest of the galaxy. It's a rant. It's the Jedi, as an order and as a group, are very flawed. I don't think even George Lucas was very adept at showing how flawed they were. Even though, like, the whole bit with Anakin was that, oh, he was treated terribly by the Jedi Order, he was given too much pressure, treated badly when he was young in the Jedi Order. I think Jolie and other characters like Jolie do a much better job critiquing the Jedi. For sure, for sure. Yeah, Exar Kun. He definitely deserves his own bit of lore, his own bit of spotlight. He's a good character in writing and comics, but like, maybe he could get a little show, maybe he could get a little portion of the game somewhere. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm kind of losing my voice. I'm not used to stream dialogue. My bad, fellas. I don't like that plot point of Revan just being turned to the dark side by Vitiate. I don't like Vitiate as a character either. He is too powerful for Star Wars. You cannot have a character of that power level in Star Wars and find him enjoyable. Like, even enjoyable as a bad guy. KOTOR 2 definitely tried to add nuance to Star Wars and tried to make Revan and Malak seem different, much more complex than they unfortunately ultimately were. I do like the Sith Empire, the secret Sith Empire. I do like the Sith Purebloods, and I do like the idea of Revan trying to stop them from ever coming back to the main galaxy. But I just hate Vitiate. I hate how he and Malak were snapped to the dark side with the flick of a wrist, snap of a finger. They could have just done that better. Nihilus is stronger than Vitiate? No. Nihilus is a force of nature and a distortion in the Force, just like the Jedi Exile, just like the Exile. But Vitiate could control that. Vitiate could do everything Nihilus could do, but control it. Maybe Nihilus could have higher peaks, but he would implode on himself after, you know, eating a portion of the galaxy. Nihilus is like a hurricane of the Force personified. He consumes and eats and just sucks away the life of everything in his path. Which is really cool. And makes his boss fight really weird when you kind of just destroy him easily. It does make sense though, because the Exile is like the polar opposite of Nihilus, being a complete void in the Force. Nihilus is the void, a black hole, while the Exile is a hole in the Force. The Exile influences the Force and those around her with ease, consumes the XP of the people around her to level up, which is explained, which I think is funny. Kreia said, XP exists in the real world. All that XP you're gaining, that's you eating the Force, the life force of people. There's a cool dichotomy between Nihilus and the Exile. I would have to read more into it again. I'd have to play the game again to see how they're written and described, but Nihilus is a raging vortex, while the Exile is more of a just a controlled silence, a death, an apathy, even, in the Force. She can be the true death of the Force if she so desired it. Meanwhile, Nihilus would feed on it, be dependent on it, and ultimately not achieve anything, which is why Kreia hates him so much. And of course, you know, Scion being dependent on the Force as well to live, until you politely ask Scion to not do that and die. The characters in the Sith in KOTOR 2, so well written, so cool, so interesting with their powers. Definitely better written than Malak is, but we all like Malak anyway because he's hype in aura. No denying. Hype moments in aura. Oh, he's my student. He was my apprentice. I'm Revan. I trained this guy. But compared to Scion, compared to Nihilus, and especially since Nihilus is connected to Visas, you know, it's just better writing. Cooler writing as well. I missed a lot of chat on that tirade I went on. Sorry. Sith Triumvirate as a raid battle? There's a lot of Star Wars games that went under in the mobile area. It's kind of sad. A lot of mobile Star Wars games just didn't succeed. I really like that Konami card game from a long time ago that was debuting around like 2016 or 2015 when Star Wars Force Awakens had come out. That was fun. That sounds like a really cool boss fight. I don't really like Galaxy of Heroes. The pull system in that game is really not generous. I really do like that they have all the Old Republic characters now. That's awesome. But I ain't paying $200 for them. Just saying. Sorry. You kind of have to whale in that game. Unlike in other gacha games where you can... I feel like gacha games as a whole have gotten a lot more generous, and that's good, but that one in specific is not generous at all.
Please. I can feel... Thank you. Those things, they attacked as soon as we came out the doors. They killed the others. It was horrible.
KOTOR is the best mobile game for Star Wars. You're absolutely right. There's not a lot to thank Aspire for, but mobile KOTOR is one of them. It's a thing to thank for. I'm thankful for mobile KOTOR. Makes you wonder how many other Xbox games can be ported. Think about it, Halo CE on mobile. Wouldn't that be hilarious? My friends who are into Halo would be so mad if Halo CE ever got mobile. How am I going to passive shuffle this? Do I get the one on the end? I think I get the one on the end. Yeah, there we go. Passive shuffle, baby. Make it easy for myself. They had the crate dragon. That's cool. Was it like the KOTOR crate dragon or was it the Mandalorian crate dragon? Both are cool designs. I like the Mandalorian crate dragon a little more. Feels more Tatooine-y compared to the big ass iguana in KOTOR. Yeah, I think it's kind of sad that enemies can't trip their own mines, especially if they didn't set them in the first place. It'd be really helpful. It is kind of ironic that KOTOR characters would have a bonus against the crate dragon, because they never actually fought it. They only had someone set mines for them. I don't know, Greg. I don't know. Apparently this droid can be poisoned. And I'm gonna have to deal with it. We're just gonna have to go with the headcanon that rat ghouls are installing computer viruses into his system. And it's malware. Hello, Tolstoy. Welcome to the chat. Rackware. Haha. Got him. Yeah, gross undercity gunk. All the slime. It's the rat ghoul slime. Where's the loot? I mean, this is the early game. Ain't much loot to speak of. Gonna be honest with you. Oh yeah, once I'm going to the sewers, I'm turning on Crabbot. He's making a comeback.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have.
Settle down, kid. We've already...
Let me... Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat...
Looks like
Bro is a crabby baddie. Take that back. Take that back immediately. You can't say that. You can't say that shit, bro. Though, I'm just saying, if someone did, like, draw fan art of the crab droid as an anime waifu, I would buy that commission. Don't get any ideas, though. Trust. Rip Solidus?
I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad
I ain't playing Metal Gear right now.
Men aren't trained for this kind of thing. I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. You...
Stony Mick, I can make that happen? Oh no. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Oh, John Saigon is Cander's aunt. That's right! I was literally watching Metal Gear Solid videos while I was procrastinating on editing my newest video. I was wondering why Solidus Snake sounded so similar, sounded so familiar. He's the Canderous, you're right. How did I miss that? I'm good at recognizing that a voice is familiar, I just can't, like, put a name on it. Which means I'm not good at recognizing, like, at all. Stony Mick. Don't do it. Don't tell her. Yes, I did use KOTOR Save Editor plus another mod from a really awesome modder that lets me be a droid in KOTOR. It's pretty awesome. Pretty sick. Can't lie. Yeah, what do you want? I can't voice act right now. My throat is itchy. What day is it? April 30th. Negative 4,000 BBY. Atten is Caden in Mass Effect. I thought Caden was Karth. Or am I thinking of the other person? No, Clint, I'm not going to be a Jedi this run. I'm going to be no force powers, just droid. Just metal. Caden is Karth, yeah. Yeah. Eclectic, we literally had a moment in the stream where I bought another droid early in Terrace, and it was that exact same moral dilemma. Is it okay for a machine to buy another machine? How does that work morally? From a philosophical standpoint. Chat is absolutely right. There are so many Metal Gear VAs in this game. Kazuhiro Miller playing extras. Solidus Snake is Canderous. Someone look up if David Hayter's in here somewhere. I would not even be surprised anymore. You tend to twist your lightsaber to absorb the recoil. That's more of a blaster pistol technique. But that was some fancy fighting. You're pretty good. Come on, little guy. All right, we're doing the fiend. Okay. We're wasting money today. We're spending health packs. So these guys do too much damage for a solo run. Hell yeah. No way. David Hayter is HK? Okay, you're kidding. I was about to say. There is no chance. I don't think... David Hayter's good, but he does not have range. He's always Solid Snake in whatever he's doing. Les Enfants Terribles, Squad, Bullet Man, Liquid, Canderous is Solided. Karth is gonna have to be Snake. That's pretty funny, actually. Who's Venom? Who's Venom Snake? Oh, Revan, obviously. Little Widowy Weapon. You take it easy, sure. As well, Dota Link. Have a good night. Yes, I am allowed to use droids like HK and T3. I'll use them if I need them, and I have a feeling I'm gonna need them, but I don't have them now since this is early game. So, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. You know, if you really think about it, Revan actually is the Force user who sold the galaxy. You know, keeping Vitiate's keeping Vitiate on his side of the galaxy for 300 years and convincing him through brain BS to make him do a treaty with the Republic. He sold the galaxy, but he also kind of saved it. In his own gut way. Otacon T3. Otaku Convention T3. It's just like one of his Japanese animes. I can't believe you'd stop me from trying to save the galaxy, Revan destroying Yavin. Yeah. 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 You either die a hero or you live long enough for the writers to have no idea what to do with you. That's the rule. That's how it works. That's how Mafia works. I was thinking about it. But I gotta be more deliberate than that, you know. Yeah, to be honest, SWTOR 3 isn't real to me either. Or SWTOR isn't real to me either. I don't like Jedi Knight. I don't like his story that much. I'd have to play it again. It's been a long time. I'll probably do it on a stream someday. But I don't like him. He's not my goat. He's not my goat. He's not the exile. He's just some guy who had a prophecy for some reason. Because of course he did. Why not? Why not this random guy with no personality be a prophesized hero? Like, I get SWTOR tries to make your player character you, and have every story be adaptable, but it doesn't really work. Not at all. Like, think about it. You take a smuggler into the Knights of the Fallen Throne expansion, that doesn't make any sense. How the hell would you have a Force Ghost stuck in your brain as a non-Force user smuggler or a bounty hunter? Does not make sense. Also, yay, we can get more droid upgrades now. Let's go. You know, I just realized droids don't have the conditioning feat, despite the fact that they can be poisoned. Weird. Very weird. Well, I can have more HP though. Clearly droids have to make saves, but no conditioning feat. It's not even available. Maybe it's a bug. But seems a little bad. Oh, Kenny. T3 is a really good hero. A really good character. He's like a... He really should be named TM. Because, you know, in Pokemon, you've got those certain Pokemon that you just use to hold TMs. To do all the things you need in the open world. That's what T3 is. He's a demolitionist expert. He can use computers. He can repair. He's the skill hog. Without being a scoundrel. He just does everything for a team. You can swap him in, swap him out, and get discounts on turning a droid on, hacking a computer. It's pretty useful. Pretty useful. I don't remember how the KOTOR 2 changed droids that much. I remembered that they gave a lot of abilities for gun users, but I don't remember the droid changes that much. Oh, it looks like we've hit 3 hours. It is now 11:45, just about. I think that is a good place to call it for the stream. My voice is very hoarse, and it has been a lot of things, a lot of talking, a lot of stuff going on. It's been a really good stream. We've gotten really far into Terrace. And yes, talking to people at gunpoint is still hilarious. I want to thank you all for watching so much. I want to thank the people that donated today, became members today. You guys are awesome. You're the best. You're huge. I'll be scheduling another stream at some point soon. Yeah, I didn't stream with water. Rookie mistake. I'm bad. I'm bad at the video game. I'll remember next time, though. But yeah, so I'm going to take the stream offline, then I'm going to do some writing for what I got so far, and when I'm done with that, I'll do another stream. I'll set an announcement out, and you guys will be the first to know when I'm streaming again. But yeah, thanks a lot for coming by. Glad to see you all here, and have a good night.